Good blessed Tuesday, July the 23rd, 2024. It's about 8:33 a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you're the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. Doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution to do as you please as far as freedom of press, freedom to protest, freedom of speech, freedom to associate, freedom to gather. In some cases, if you're on probation or parole, you have to check with your probation or parole officer or your local law enforcement officials to see if you are able to associate and gather together with other felons. What I want to show today is we're speaking about Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, and I know it's not just going on here. It's going on everywhere. It's going on in the White House. You see here it is a man, former president, has 34 felony convictions waiting to be sentenced, but yet he's able to run for president. But in these court systems that we have here, a black man charged with something, they'll go back 50 years saying you was convicted of this or convicted of that. But I'm going to leave that alone for right now. But I just want to just say this here. I attend a lot of these city council and town hall meetings here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, in the courthouse, that is, because I'm barred from the our civic center on the black side of town. Whites and blacks and got me barred from coming in there. That's another story. But what I want to talk about now is what these gentlemen here say. You see what I'm saying? Not freedom for some, freedom for all. Not Trump shall overcome or Biden shall overcome, but we shall overcome. And why I got these three men, I like these three men because these three men didn't have scandals. You see what I'm saying? They didn't call for the news media when they getting ready to protest or march. They just went and did it. Two of them, they was assassinated. One died of natural causes. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X was assassinated in 1965. Blacks. Martin Luther King was assassinated in 1968. Who knows? Nelson Mandela, he died of natural causes. But reason why I got these three men, like I said, these men here, they stand on what's for truth. They stand on for justice for all. And what I want to show y'all something, I've been complaining about two felons that just happen to be white. I didn't complain about a lot of felons, black and white. Some of the felons that I complained about that was attacking me that was black, the city didn't do nothing about it. The county didn't do nothing about it, but the feds did. The feds took one of them after they got charges on him, and he was a gangster at first, said he ran Vine Street back in the day when he was 16, but now he's a informant being housed, him and his family being housed for snitching on a bunch of people. The other one was his friend. He snitched on him. And 6 of them had RICO cases. 4 got natural life. 1 got 35. And his friend, some reason or another, didn't even get 10 years. But I'm going to leave that alone. But these white felons, one of them is a convicted manslaughter. Knocked another guy out with a pipe or 2x4. And the white guy's girlfriend convicted in Arkansas for setting her husband on fire. But the white guy himself, James O'Connor, on tape, he said he had a contract out on my head. I should be dead. He ain't gonna worry about it. And I'm going to show you what the law enforcement officials here did. When I said law enforcement officials, I'm not talking about all of them, because you got some good police on the police force. You got a couple of good sheriff, Mississippi County sheriff deputies. But the sheriff himself, Brenton Farrow, and the chief of police, Robert Hearns, they not worth 2 dead flies with their wing cut off. But I want to show you how I've been complaining in City Hall about this here, and they told me to talk to the city manager. I'm going to show you some dates that I talked to the city manager, and he said he'll get back with me, but never did.
I want to take about 2 more questions. You got your hand up?
No, Mr.
What I wanted to say, I wanted to give confirmation to what Mr. Cal said as far as getting a citizen review board to oversee the police, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't have a problem with all the police because I get along with those that enforce the law. The reason why I said that, you said go to the city manager. I went to him last month after the last city council meeting, because every time I come, my 3 minutes is up, or if one of y'all asks me a question, I'm not able to finish it because the chief of police, I guess he's the sergeant of arms, put me out or shut me down. I'm not going to even go 3 minutes. The reason why I said it, last time I talked to the city manager, I believe it was Friday, I was supposed to bring you something back. It was kind of late, but I gave it to Miss Williams. I believe she put it on your desk. It was a police report made from May the 17th of 2024, and then it was a follow-up where the police report was made for a guy that said he got a contract out on my head. Same guy that y'all said that you took off the streets for the dogs. The dogs, they got them out of that. That ain't the main thing. This guy and his girl is convicted violent felons. And I showed him where the chief of police, when the police wrote this report, the chief of police, when they found the guy, the chief of police closed the case. And when I came back after the city clerk came off of vacation on the 24th, I asked him why he closed it. He asked me, do I want to file charges? How am I file charges and you close the case when I got the guy on camera? Just because I don't like what y'all are doing, I don't call you out your name. I don't come up here and say, I got a contract out on your head. I ain't got to worry about it. You should have been dead. That's a threat. The police said it was a threat. The state man said it's a threat. The federal people said it's a threat. Chief Hearns don't have the authority to make a law to say it's not a threat. I don't have to come. The police took my report. They claimed they couldn't find the guy 28 days. So we found him. But this what I want to say is, I put it on your desk. That report, what I want is, I want the charges filed and tell me why he closed it.
If you would come in, you have not been back. I was going to.
Well, I gave you my phone number a month ago. You said you was going to call me. You didn't. So I came in. We talked again. And you told me to bring that report.
That's right.
You left. You had to leave. But I brought it back up there. Miss Williams made a copy. Ain't no justification of not filing no charges. He don't make the law.
I'll call you in the morning. It's on my list to do.
I appreciate it, Mr. Toon.
I made this complaint. You see the date? May the 17th, 2024. You see what I complained about? Being threatened. You see who I complained about being threatened by? Let me see if they got his name here. James O'Connor, a convicted felon. You see who wrote the report? Let me see. Mark Higgins. You see who approved it? Robert Hearns, the chief. Now, this was on the 17th. They act like they couldn't find this guy. But then, Triple R, we found him. 28 days later, they found him. And this is the follow-up report, the supplementary report that Officer Higgins wrote. You see that? You don't see Hearns approving nothing. I mean, didn't put nothing. This what they did. They closed it. Now, I want you to listen to this here real good, because this police officer was a former chief of police in East Prairie, about 99% white. His dispatcher beat him out his next term. They sent him back down here to Charleston, what he was when he left, a police officer. But now, look at the date on this here. This is June the 16th, 2024. Almost a month later, when they end up questioning this guy, that I showed the police a video of him threatening me. Now, listen to this here. And the police himself told him it was a crime. If it's a crime, how in the hell did you walk away after you talked to him about threatening me? And then he lied to you and said he didn't. Now, just look at this here. On Friday, 6/14/24, June, at approximately 21:28 hours, I received a phone call asking if I was still needing to speak. Now, what would you need to be needing to speak to a male identified as James O'Connor? Not speak to him or to arrest him. He committed a crime. And you said it in this follow-up report that you closed. I replied that I did. I was told that O'Connor was on Swank Street at 714 and he would have a wheelchair along with his canines, which is a violation of his probation, outside of the residence. Upon arriving on Swank Street, I was unable to find 714, but observed the canines in the wheelchair in front of the residence 741. I made contact at this residence. A male answered the door and I asked if O'Connor was inside and I was told that he was. I requested to speak with O'Connor outside of the residence. Upon speaking to O'Connor, I advised why I was there and why I needed to speak to him. I asked O'Connor if he remember making remarks to a male identified as Raymond Ivy, black male. More specifically, remarks about hiring someone to have him killed. O'Connor replied that he did say that. That's the crime right there. He did say it. But stated that he was mad. O'Connor stated that he felt that Ivy had been stalking him and he made comments out of anger. I asked O'Connor if he had ever spoke to anyone to be a part of a or saying that he didn't, a conversation where he had mentioned about having a contract out on Ivy. O'Connor started out by saying that he didn't say that. When I told O'Connor I saw the video footage of him saying that, he then said he was angry. I asked O'Connor again if he had ever spoke to anyone about that, and O'Connor stated that he was tired of being stalked by Ivy. I asked O'Connor if he had ever contacted the police department about this, and he stated no. I told O'Connor if he felt like this was happening, that would need to be the first step. Present that evening while speaking to O'Connor was his canine. There was one that stayed near the front porch area and another canine that was roaming around. That was a violation of his probation already. Now, the police tell him that's a crime. If it's a crime, why didn't you arrest him? If it's a crime, why would you close it? I didn't tell you I didn't want to press no charges. But now, the video that you seen with the city manager telling me that I didn't get in contact with you. Let me tell you how that's a lie. Okay, at the city council meeting on June the 11th, 2024, when I mentioned this here, I went and spoke to the city manager the very next day on June the 12th, which was on the Wednesday. I told him I showed him the video of the man threatening me because he asked me to send it to his email, and I sent it. I told him about the police report that was closed. I told him how they were staying on their property. He told me to give him 2 weeks. Now, this is June the 12th. I gave my phone number. He told me to bring, a matter of fact, no, he told me to give him 2 weeks. I gave him a month. July the 12th, 2024, on a Friday, I went back up there and he asked me, how could he help me? I said, you told me you would get back with me in 2 weeks. He said, oh, well, we got all the dogs off the streets. That was a lie, and I showed him the video where the dogs was out at midnight and then earlier that day. Then I asked him, I said, why you ain't got with me on this report of this man threatening me? I said, that's a crime. This is what he told me. He said, get me a copy. I gave him a copy of this, and I gave him a copy of this. And when I got back up there that Friday, he had left. But one of the ladies that work in at the window, they laid it on his desk. That was on the 12th of Friday, July the 12th. Now, on July the 12th, he told me he'll get back with me. But listen, went to a city council meeting on Tuesday, July the 16th of 2024, and I brought this here up again. Sometimes you can just look at blacks. When you complaining about something that's legit, they act like they upset. But I don't give a damn about them upset or being bored. But when somebody threatened me, you see what I'm saying? I'm going to speak up about it. You see, you don't see too many people speaking up about Robert Hearns dealing in a corrupted law enforcement system, and not all the police. But then when I speak about this here at the city council meeting on Tuesday, July the 16th, the city manager, you will hear him saying, you never got back with me. But that's a lie. I did get back with you. The first time last month, like I said, you told me you'll get back with me in 2 weeks. You didn't. A month passed, so I got back with you. Then you told me to leave, bring the police, the police report and this other report, the follow-up, the supplement where they closed it. You told me to bring that up there. I brought that up there on that Monday. On Monday, July the 15th. So they just had a meeting, July the yesterday. Well, Monday. They had a meeting Monday, and when they had a meeting Monday, he said the same thing. It was a townhouse meeting at City Hall yesterday, the 22nd. He said that he said you never got back with me. I said I did. I said last week Friday I left that on your desk. You never got back with me. You got my phone number. But that go to show you. But another thing that what I want to say is they need somebody in City Hall besides the city manager, besides the city attorney, besides city council, because the only city council that been speaking up about this issues and all issues on black and white side is the Polk lady, the black female. And I'm just going to keep it real. You see what I'm saying? Then none of these other ones, the mayor told me to go talk to the judge. What the hell am I going to tell the judge about? And they won't even send this to the judge. It won't even go no farther than Robert Hearns. So what the hell I'm going to tell the judge? And I know some of y'all don't like it, but the Polk lady need to be the mayor. The rest of y'all need to resign and get up out of there. You see what I'm saying? If the city manager don't know the law, he don't need to be there. He done told me he don't know the law. The city attorney, if she know the law, she's not enforcing the law. Because if they was, this police officers told this guy, whether you was angry or not, that's a crime. If it's a crime, why in the hell he ain't being charged with it? They talking about he locked up. I know he locked up. He locked up because of them dogs, and he wouldn't be locked up at that if I wouldn't have kept putting videos on. But some of you sell-out Negro blacks that don't like what I'm doing, don't look at my damn videos. Whoever Tommy Hill is, I don't care if who you kin to. If you don't like what I'm putting on you mentioned something about I need to watch the way I'm talking because that got me stole on in Boomland. I should have enough. No, I shouldn't have enough. See, the individual that stole on me in Boomland was blessed that I didn't kill him and his damn family. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you want to do what the guy did, you come on, Tommy Hill, whoever you is, if that's your name, and I guarantee you, if you're white, you'll be going to McMichaels. If you're black, well, McMichaels take black and white. If you're black, you're going to Williams. You see what I'm saying? I ain't going to let nobody steal on me no more. The only reason I let this go, and when I got stolen on, all I did was defensive moves. You see what I'm saying? I didn't even fight back, because I'd fight back, I know I'd have killed him. Killed him and anybody around him. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I do if anybody else try to put their hand on me or put their hand on me. But I had my daddy. You probably wouldn't understand that, because your mama probably didn't raise you right, Tommy Hill figure. She was probably out there using drugs and selling her ass. If you don't like what I'm saying, you come on over here and still on me, Tommy Hill. You see what I'm saying? But I had my daddy and my two daughters, but my youngest daughter be 18, Tommy, this Friday. So bring your ass over here and still on me. Ain't a police, ain't a law enforcement on this earth can stop me from putting you where you gonna go, to the damn graveyard. You and about anybody else to try to put your hand on me. Now y'all put somebody in City Hall that's gonna enforce the law. The city manager need to get his ass up out of there. The city attorney, Rick Toon, and all the rest of y'all, but except the Polk girl, the Polk female, and the rest of y'all need to get the hell out of there. Because, I mean, I see y'all talk about certain things. The only reason you're talking about this flooding on this end here, because people study talking about it. You could have been did it. You did it over on Marshall Street. You don't give a damn about the black community. All you could give a damn about is what's going on the white community. And this not a sent to all white people, because I know all of y'all don't seen that. But if those of y'all that don't like what I'm saying, it's two things you can do. Don't watch my thing or come still on me like the other guy did, and I guarantee your ass going to the cemetery. Take that to the bank.
Yeah, you too, man. Hey, and for real, I wasn't. That was a stupid act, and I don't even do that. I have before, back in the day. In my head, I wasn't that. You was almost seeing Jesus the other day, one day, so. All right.
About the report of on May the 17th, 2024, that Officer Higgins wrote concerning Jamie O'Connor threatening me. I know you signed on that. And then they said they couldn't find him in 28 days. Me and somebody found him. And then Higgins talked to him, and I see that you closed the case. Can I ask why?
Do you want to sign a complaint?
No, I'm asking you why did you close the case?
I'd have to go back and review it. I don't recall off
Okay.
the top of my head.
Yeah, he had found him. Well, we found him in Higgins, and then I looked on the thing, and Higgins asked him a question, and he lied and said that he didn't make the threats. Okay.
Right.
So now I just want to know why was it closed?
I just every time it's to be on YouTube.
No, I'm just saying I want to know why it's closed. I just left out the police station here, asking Robert Hearns why would he sign off on a report when Jamie Connor threatened me. And did you hear him say he don't know? I'm gonna go back to the house and let y'all see the report. But I made a report. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. Mississippi County Sheriff. No, that's the Charleston Police Department. I'm hoping, let's see what's going on. Which way are they going here? Going over the bridge. So it must be something happening on the I-57 northbound. They didn't go over the viaduct, which is Boomland. Let me ride my bike down and check it out. It's my type of work, y'all. Saving lives.